explosion of emotion, as Desmond's talking about. And in the first minutes of the game, anything can happen and might not be indicative of how the game's going to go. You just don't want to get too far out of whack because it's going to come back to real football. Right now, it's just going to be crazy in the first couple minutes.
It almost sounds like you have to do a good job of weathering the storm in the early going because of the emotion of the game. You don't want to find yourself in a hole that you're trying to climb out of after a big return or maybe a block punt or a poor decision. Thing that helps these teams is having coaches like Pete Carroll that have been through this to try to help them realize that that's part of this process and to get through it and then just let the game come to you and don't press the issue.
I think the University of Texas is playing with a little extra incentive here. They're playing for the pride of Texas. The reason is 21 of the stars are from the state of Texas. Hey, there's no one got more pride than a Texan boy.
Bama's got a couple
you
Texas.
Said that in 05,
yes.
too. You said that same Texas. He brought that up in 05. I wasn't touching you. I'm just saying.
I like that. I think what's going to happen there, who manages what happens early. They can't let it affect the rest of the game. This first quarter won't determine what happens in the game.
The team that scored first, that hasn't really been a big factor in these games. In fact, you go back to the last 7 BCS National Championship games, the team that's fallen behind early has actually come back to win 5 of the 7. Ohio State jumped on Florida and LSU.
Twice, yeah.
Didn't matter. Oklahoma scored first against you guys. Didn't matter. So that's an excellent point. Lots of celebrities and superstars gathered into this place. This is where everybody wants to be as a football fan of the 7th day of the new decade, and ABC's coverage will begin at the top of the hour about 50 minutes from now. They'll take over and kick off a little bit after 8:30 Eastern Time.